Hello everyone, this is Prodigious TCC, that's Prodigious Trading Card Collector, and today I am opening up the Legion's Realms at War two-player deck, battle decks, the Mythical Beasts and the Dwarves. I'm going to open this up, take a quick look at both decks, and open the two booster packs that come inside. I have watched a lot of videos on how this is played. I think I've got the gist of it down. It actually doesn't seem as hard as I expected it to seem. There's just a lot of text on some of the cards. But I have some plans to play this with some other people. Plans to play this with my wife and some people on the Discord. And then when they come back in March, I'm going to buy more. I just really like the product. I really like the looks of the game and whatnot. So I'm going to try and round out and get every starter deck at least. All right, so sweet. We got two Ravaged Lands, which I believe are the out of print. These are the out of print set. Losing words. I'm losing words all over the place. Maybe I'm just having strokes. So we're just going to go through the Dwarven deck real quick and then the Mythical Beast deck. One of the things I like most about this game specifically is you can have three of any low rarity card, any common, uncommon, and rare. You can have three ofs, and then any renown rare you can have two of, and then any exalted rare you can have one of, or Elysium rare. So it's not like I'm struggling trying to open this. Here we go. So it's not like, oh, I need to buy four of these specialty super rare cards. It's like you only need one. You can only have one in your deck. So it's not like I have to fork out, like if I want four queens from One Piece in my deck, that's at least $45 a pop per queen. With this, it's like if I need that $30 card in my deck, only need one kind of thing, right? So not bad. I really enjoy the fact that I don't have to shell out big money for a bunch of the cards. Ooh, looks good. Okay, so this is your Warlord. Damage something max. Damage combat max. Damage capacity max. I think it's damage capacity max is 70, which means you can only take 70 damage. Once you hit 70, you lose the game. Dwarf has a special ability that can be used. All of this can only be used after your veil has been pierced and you're in your realm. So basically on turn 3, you can use your physical attack, your magical attack, and then your special ability once. And then it's got a cooldown of 4 turns. So every turn you flip it over. And then Bloodborne here means it damages you 2 to use it. So you damage yourself to use abilities. And then you can also be damaged by your opponent attacking you. So it's really a balancing game. But yeah, so there's that. And some... just a little card from the people who make it. There's the information. We welcome you into the world of Legion's Realms at War trading card game with these two battle decks. I'm reading it off there. I should be just reading here. With these two battle decks, we have taken the time to indulge in the artwork of yesteryear. The first edition decks provide you an opportunity for a one-time limited print run of masterfully hand-done pieces of artwork. I'll let you pause that and read that. I have a terrible reading voice and I can't read because it's the end of the day and I'm tired and I'm stumbling over my own words here. So you start with a Warlord out. You start with your Veil. You got your Veil countdown right there of 3. All Veils are 3 at the moment. And then you have your Synergy. Again, this can only be used when after the veil is popped. So those 3 things start out at the beginning of the game, and then once they count down and hit 3, then you can start using them. But everything else in here you can use straight away, except for I think there's one card that pierces the veil, and I think that's banned. You can't use it kind of thing because it throws off the skew of the game. But got some unified cards that can be played at any that are played on your turn. They're just basically spell cards. You can play as many as you have in your hand. Which are pretty cool. And then you've got... I'll just skim through these. I'll pop a couple out and take a read of them after I've done separating. So those are your unified cards, kind of like your magic cards and whatnot. Then you got fortified cards, which are like your Yu-Gi-Oh trap cards, where you set them down, face down, and then you can only activate them on your opponent's turn. And you can see this one is, it stays on, it's an ACT, it stays on the field until it gets destroyed. This is a one use, you can use it and then it goes into the discard pile. I was just seeing, because some of them have different names for your discard pile, your graveyard, your whatever you want to call it. And this one as well goes away after you use it. And then you got some warriors. You can only conscript one warrior per turn unless you use something that lets you conscript more. Like I can play this on my own. I can play this one. It does one attack. But if I play... if I play a different card, it will let me, it's like get 2 dwarven blah, 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 and play them, 2 warriors or whatever. So there we go. So attack 1s. There should be a couple attack 2s in here. Attack 3, attack 4, attack 5. And then it's more unifieds. So it's really nifty art. Yeah, so that is unifieds go there, and my warriors. So you get to conscript 1 warrior. So like this warrior is he's gonna attack plus or 1 attack. So you can attack a warrior and try and kill it. Warriors damage once they attack, once you hit their attack. Like if this was a 4, I'd have to do 4 damage to that warrior to kill him. But any damage when you both battle, you both take damage at the same time, knock each other out. But if I'm doing an attack like this, attacking like this 1, this 2, boom, boom. This 1 is destroyed, and this person with 2 attack goes down 1 until the end of turn because they've taken 1 damage. And this warrior has plunder, and plunder is when this warrior enters play, the controlling player offers their deck to the opponent to cut. So you basically, they cut it in half. You draw a card. The opponent cuts the deck, and the controlling player draws a card from the pile the deck was cut to, and then return the deck back to its original position. So I just go like, lift up part of the deck, I draw a card, deck goes back down. So it's pretty cool. It's a really nifty way to, instead of just draw a card, it's just like kind of more random type thing. So yeah, those are your warriors. Your fortifieds get laid down as trap cards, and I set them, and then I can, in response, I activate. And this one says, when this card is first activated, discard 2 cards from your hand. Once per turn, if 1 or more cards are returned from the field to its owner's hand this turn, you can draw 1 card for each card returned to the hand. So it's like, okay, I'm going to bounce your card. Okay, I'm going to activate this. I'm going to draw 2 cards. There, I'm going to discard 2 cards from my hand. And then because you're bouncing my card, which I'll allow, I now get to draw a card. So just like magic cards kind of thing. Or like Yu-Gi-Oh trap cards. And these guys are, this is a Bloodborne 6. I won't go as in-depth with the Mythical Beast ones, just because this is the first time opening this one. I'm just going to quickly go through what the cards are and stuff like that. I'll have a more in-depth video when I actually play the game, and I'll kind of explain it as we go. Like with DK and Digimon, except hopefully not as one-sided. So this is unified. It's like a magic card. I can play it for 6 Bloodborne, so I do 6 damage to myself. And then when your opponent activates a fortified card, you can target that fortified card, negate the activation, and destroy the targeted card. Then if you do, you can pay another 6 Bloodborne and target 1 other card on the field, destroy the targeted card. So you can only activate 1 of these cards per turn. So basically it's just like, okay, I'm gonna play this card, and they go, you activate my trap card, that's not happening. And you're like, counterspell, baby. And then you're like, you know what? I'm also gonna destroy that other fortified you had. So that one's a really good way to just mess with people's stuff. That's a really fun one. I mean, people probably don't like it, but it's a fun one if you're playing it. And then we'll just look at this one. This one is an active card. It stays on the field. So that negate 1 was basically play it and it goes in the discard pile. This one is active, it stays on the field. When this card is first activated, search your deck for 1 Blast Forge Dwarf Warrior. Place the searched warrior on the top of your deck. And then once per turn, if a Blast Forge Dwarf Warrior is conscripted, to your side of the field, you can conscript an additional Blast Forged Dwarf Warrior from your hand to your side of the field. So it is basically, this is just another way to get extra warriors onto the field. So I play one, because I played one, I can play another one. So it's just another way to get yourself through that, get more on the field instead of just one per turn. And there's another, do they not have armaments in this one? Do the dwarfs not have armaments? Excuse me. There are these things called armaments, and they're basically, they attach to your, no, they don't attach to your warriors, and it's like this gives a +2 attack bonus kind of thing. So, like weapons and stuff like that. That's that, and that is the Warlord. That's the Dwarf deck. It is pretty slick. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I don't know enough about it to be like, I'm gonna play this one, because I know I'm gonna play the undead one, so that really doesn't matter very much. But yeah, it's very cool to open these up and see what I think. I will read through them obviously on my own time to kind of get a better feel, but it doesn't matter what the feel is. I'm going to play undead. It's just who I am. I'm also a person who can't open. I cannot for the life of me. Here we go. It really shows how uncoordinated or whatever that I am, that can't pull that middle little tab thingy to rip it open. All right, so this is your warlord. As you can see here, the dwarf has damage counter max is 70. That's what damage counter max is 70, and then this one is 80. So you can take 10 more damage with your Phoenix warlord than the dwarf. So you can play a little bit less, a little freer using Bloodborne, because you have that extra 10 that you can play with. There's your Bloodborne. There's that thank you card that if you wanted to pause and read, you can. There is your Veil. After 3, you pierce the Veil into your realm, and then you can start using your Warlord and your synergy. I'm just going to quickly read this synergy. So it has a cooldown of 5 and target up to 2 mythical beasts, unified and or fortified cards in your discard pile. Shuffle the target cards back into your deck. Sweet. So if you used a negate type card and you'll have 1, you can shuffle that back in, so you have the chance to get it back again at a later point. And a cooldown of 5, so after 5 turns you can use it again. So we've got a bunch of unifieds here. I'm going to see if they have any armaments in the unifieds. Unifieds, baby. We got some unifieds there. Looking nice. I like the artwork. Gives me a vibes of something, but I can't place it. I can't place what they are. Okay. Sorry. So now we're into, so those are the unifieds. Here are our fortified trap cards, basically. Looks like a Quidditch match with just the rings there and then the flying stuff. For some reason, it just gives off some real Quidditch vibes. So a couple act, which I think means active. I don't remember. They're the ones that stay on the field. And then here are our warriors. We got, I think they have basically the same amount, like these ones have plunder. Perish, that's new. Perish is when this warrior is destroyed or sent from the field to the discard pile, the controlling player may activate the Perish effect. Target one face-up unified or fortified card on the field to destroy the targeted card. Sweet, so that's a good way to get rid of persistent fortified unified cards that keep giving advantage to the opponent. The only problem with this is the controlling player. It says the controlling player, not the owner, which means if this gets taken by a demon player, because demons love to take other players' warriors, they get to do the perish and not you, because they control it, which kind of sucks. And then the other unifieds are right here. Looks like the same ones as, or very similar ones. I think these are the same ones as the dwarf. And then in both of them, there was this Just shows you that Ravage Lands, which is the first print, and those are the ones I have, Ravage Lands, and then Bountiful Harvest, and then Empires on the Rise. Boom, boom, boom. You can see them there. And then I don't know when Frontiers came out, as it's not shown on the card. And then you also just get a little easy to keep this beside you. So basic turn structure is your countdown phase. You boop, 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 flip that. Your reinforce phase, so things will say reinforce on them. And so when you draw, and then your war phase, that's when you can do everything. You can, and it doesn't matter what order you do things in, you can play a card, attack with a warrior, play another card, lay a frontier, or lay a fortified, and then attack with another warrior card. You can do anything in any order, which is always nice, because I hate being like, oh, I should have done this before. I should have done this, but now I've moved on the next step, so it doesn't. You can do it all, baby, which is always slick. And then it's your end phase. So I've watched about 6 or 7 people playing this game. I've watched the how to play, but again, you won't know how to play fully until you actually play the game. So I'm sure there are things I am getting wrong, but once I start playing the game, I will understand. But that's a basic overview of the Dwarf and Mythical Beast decks, and the battle deck box with both of them in it. Now we're going to open some out of print Ravage Lands. I'm hoping for an Exalted. That'd be pretty slick. 1, 2, 3. I think it should have the same. Yes, common. Okay, cool. So we have the same, I think the same in all of them. Move 3 to the back for the card trick. So we have a common Water Spirit of Everflow Cascades, common Primordial of Fame Clymene, Expel the Darkness, Wall of Grand Resistance, a Dragged into the Hell Plains, Frawn, the Marketplace Plebe, or Pleb, depending on how you want to. It's plebeian, but I know a lot of people say pleb. Like, oh, you're a pleb as an insult, but it's plebeian, so you say it however you really want. That's an uncommon. There's your little English lesson for you. Pleb comes from plebeian. Smite of the Seraphim, Scorched Lands, and then our rare is Trapped in the Black Powder Room. Oh, this one's 4. This one's 4 to the front. Tartarian Strix. So for the next pack, 4 to the front. So we got 1 rare there, which is a fortified, and it is a dwarven fortified. So I can put that in my dwarf deck if I really wanted to. All right, and then our last pack of this opening, and look. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Nope. Okay, 3 on this one. Well, we got a rare. Bow of the Archangel, which is our rare. Armored War Boar. Among the Ranks of the Resistance. Ooh, Grim Outlook on the Afterlife. Oh, a little out of focus there. Sorry, everybody. Boom. I don't know if these ones were out of focus. I was too busy looking at them. Armored War Boar and Among the Ranks of the Resistance and Grim Outlook on the Afterlife. We've got a Light Spirit of the Ever Bright. Light Sprite. It's been a long day and I've been sanding all day. I've got sanding drywall. I've got compound in my mind. I'm losing it. I'm going downhill. We're downhill real quick, everybody. Got an Orc, a Primordial. Got this one before. And now we're into our uncommons. That's pretty cool. It's a vanilla, no text or anything like that. Attack 4 though, which is kind of nice. And the Matriarch of Grim Agony, pretty dope. And then we've got Shattered on the Frozen Anvil, which is another dwarf card. Cool. I'm just gonna. And then our rare was weird that it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just losing. I think I'm just literally losing my mind at this point. There's no other explanation. I'm losing my mind. All right, I will put these here and here. So let me know what you think about the game. I will be playing it obviously relatively shortly on the channel, and you can see some actual gameplay, but it's kind of a brief overview of what you can expect in a deck. A bunch of unifieds, some fortifieds, some similar unifieds at the end of the deck, bunch of warriors that are 1s, 2, 3, like they're all the exact same amount, and I believe they have kind of roughly the same abilities, plunder, purify, all that kind of stuff, so they're very equal against each other. They are obviously meant to do battle against each other, so they are equidistant in power. I'm losing my mind. I have no idea what I'm saying right now, but I just want to thank you for tuning in and checking out me opening these decks and the cards. Again, I will be opening more. I'll be playing some of this game, and in March I will be getting more merchandise from the people because they're coming back. They come back like every 2 months because the Pop Culture Canada Comic-Con comes back every 2 months, and I'm here for it. Every 2 months I will buy more and more. Do not worry, I'll be here for you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name has been Prodigious TCC. That's Prodigious, the trading card collector. And until I see you next time, have a fantastic day.